After explaining the first objective, which was to define an acid and a base according to Arenas and Lebronstedt, in this session we're going to explain the following objectives: to define pH, determine the pH of an aqueous solution, and find the relation between pH and the concentration of H+. How to distinguish whether a substance is an acid or base. A substance can be acidic, neutral, or alkaline, which means basic. We can distinguish the nature of a substance by using an indicator. This indicator is called color indicator. Let's take an example about a litmus paper. A litmus paper, which color is blue, it gets red in acids, and the one that is color is red, it gets blue in bases. It can be used as paper or as liquid. So here, a red litmus paper in bases, it turns blue, whereas a blue litmus paper in acids, it turns red. So from the color of the substance, we can notice whether it is an acid or base. But how can we know the degree of the strength of an acid or base? The acidity of a substance represents the concentration of an acid, and the basicity represents the concentration of a base. The strength of the acidity or basicity is measured using a pH scale. pH is a certain numerical value assigned to a solution. But what is pH? pH stands for potential of hydrogen. It is a numerical value assigned to a solution that tells us how acidic or basic that solution is. The pH ranges from 0 till 14. A substance having pH less than 6 is said to be acidic, and more than 8 is said to be basic. A substance having pH equals 7 is said to be neutral. But what are the methods of determination of pH? In fact, we can use a pH paper, which is an indicator to indicate the value of the pH. This paper changes its color according to the chemical medium, how much it's acidic or basic. So if we take a look, the color of the paper changes according to the value of pH. So the one that is red is extremely acidic. We can use also a pH meter, which is more precise because it gives a value for 0.01. Now, how to calculate the pH or the concentration of H+ ions? Rule number 1. The concentration of H+ ions is equal to 10 power minus the pH. So, for example, if we want to calculate the concentration of H+, knowing that the pH equal 2, then we apply this rule. Therefore, the answer will be the concentration of H+ equal 10 power minus pH. We substitute the value of pH, which is equal to 2, so it will be 0.01 and the unit molar. Rule number 2. It is used to calculate the pH starting from the concentration of H+. As you can see in the rule, we have the function log. Well, if we have to calculate the pH of a solution having the concentration of H+ equal 10 power minus 3 molar, then we apply the rule minus log the concentration of H+, so minus log, and we substitute 10 power minus 3, the answer will be 3. But How can we calculate this equation? And what is log? So how to apply Rule 2 on the calculator? In fact, on the calculator, we have this bottom is for the function log. So to apply the equation that is written previously, simply we write minus log between parentheses 10 power minus 3. The answer is 3. A final conclusion. A color indicator is used to determine the nature of a substance, whether it is an acid or base, according to the change in color. pH is the measure of acidity of a solution in a scale from 0 till 14. So when the pH is less than 7, the substance is said to be acidic. When it's greater than 7, it's said to be basic. And when the pH is equal to 7, the substance is said to be neutral. pH is measured using either pH paper or pH meter, which is more accurate. The concentration of H+ is equal to 10 power minus pH, and we can find the value of the pH by applying the rule pH equal minus log the concentration of H+. As an assignment, you have to study the related notes in worksheet 27 in the booklet page 75 and homework the application in the same sheet, also page 75.